Hey guys, it's MMA Vulture coming at you live with UFC 307 weigh-in recap as well as my final predictions on this week's card. And we're going to go ahead and jump into the first bout of the night being Tim Means versus Court McGee. And in this one, I got to stick with who I had in the beginning, and that's Tim Means. I think that Tim Means is going to be the better striker, the more powerful puncher, and I think he's going to be able to fare well in the grappling department against Court McGee. I know Court McGee is mainly a grappler, and his striking is awkward and clunky at some points. I think that Tim Means is going to be able to stop Court McGee's takedowns. He's got good takedown defense. I think he could also put Court McGee out. I think he's got the power to put the 39-year-old out. I really do. He's been knocked out twice prior by by Brown and Jeremiah Wells. I think Tim Means could land that shot to knock Court McGee out. And let's go ahead and look at them on the scales. And Tim Means first. He's looking strong, looking healthy. And let's go ahead and look at Court McGee as well, looking strong, looking healthy. Both made weight. Both came in perfect. And we're going to go ahead and look at them. They didn't have the face-offs. And we're going to go ahead and look at the betting odds, in which is a negative 185 for Tim Means and a plus 160 for Court McGee. Like I said, dude, I think that Tim Means could get this done by knockout. It's a degen prop of mine that I do think could happen. I think that Court McGee is very chinny, and I think Tim Means could land that shot and find his chin. And Means by knockout is sitting at a plus 265, plus 325 on Bovada. Dude, I think it's possible. I think it's very live. I do like Tim Means' money line as well. The over is sitting at a negative 400, over 2.5 sitting at a negative 200. Not much value in there, but I do like Tim Means to beat Court McGee. I really think that he's going to overwhelm, outstrike him, and I think that he's going to be able to fare well in the grappling department, snubbing a lot of Court McGee's takedowns and being the stronger, more durable, and tougher fighter overall. Give me Tim Means to beat Court McGee. And let's go ahead and look at the next bout, in which is Carla Esparza versus Tecia Pennington. And I like this matchup. You got somebody that was previously fighting top 5 ranked contenders in Carla Esparza, but she had a baby. She's coming off of 2 years of not fighting and maybe not even training, so we don't know how she's going to look, how she's going to fare up against somebody in Tecia Pennington, who just went up against Tabitha Ricci, went to decision, put up a hard-fought battle, looked good on the feet, looked good in the grappling department. I think it's going to be a tough battle for Carla. I'm going with Tecia Pennington. I think she's going to be the better striker on the feet. I think that Carla is going to shoot for takedowns. I think Tecia is going to fare very well in the takedown defense department. I think that Carla Esparza could ultimately gas out, seeing as she hasn't fought, and it's going to be at elevation in Utah. So just keep that in mind. I'm going with Tecia Pennington. I think that she's going to get the better outstrike Carla from the outside and land some body and head kicks, mix up her shots very well, and get the better of Carla Esparza for the decision. I definitely think that this goes to decision. I don't see either one of these ladies being able to put each other out or even submitting each other, to be completely honest. And let's go ahead and look at them on the scales, in which we have Tecia Pennington first, looking jacked, looking healthy, smiling, ready for war against Carla Esparza. Smiling again, looking jacked, looking healthy. She's looking a little bit lean too. And we're going to go ahead and jump to the fighting odds, in which we have Carla sitting at a plus 156, Tecia sitting at a negative 181. I like Tecia here. I think she's very live to beat Carla Esparza. I think as the fight goes on, it's definitely going to lean more towards Tecia's side of things. I think Carla could ultimately gas out, but we'll see. Over 1.5, negative 1,400, no value in that. Same with the over 2.5, negative 700. I would not bet the overs on this fight, or even the unders. I wouldn't touch the rounds at all in this fight. But give me Tecia Torres to beat Carla Esparza. And we're going to go ahead and jump to the next fight. And the next fight is Ovince St. Preux versus Ryan Spann. And in this one, I was going back and forth. I like OSP as the underdog, but I got to go with Ryan Superman Spann. I think he's got the power to end it early against Ovince. I know Ovince did look good in his previous bout against Kennedy, but I think that somebody like Ryan Spann, yes, he does get wild at times, but he's a good striker with knockout power. He's a great grappler, decent takedown defense, and has devastating ground and pound. So I think that he could get the better of OSP. I really do. I think that on the feet, he's going to be the more powerful striker, the more, the more dangerous in the clinches, as well as knees and elbows he's nasty with. Ryan Spann is a dirty inside boxer. I love the way that he fights on the inside, and I think that he's going to get it done against the 41-year-old Ovince. I think that Ryan's going to have the speed advantage, and we're going to see that. Let's go ahead and look at them on the scales, in which we have OSP first. Blocking out the haters, it looks like. I don't know what he's doing with his hands, but y'all let me know. And then let's look at Ryan Superman Spann. They both look jacked, both look healthy, both look ready for war. Alright, let's jump to the odds on this. And Ryan Spann is sitting at a negative 230. Ovince, OSP, is sitting at a plus 195. I like Ryan Spann. I like him by knockout. I think that he could end it. I think he could land that devastating shot to put out OSP, the 41-year-old OSP. And Spann by knockout is sitting at a negative 140, negative 115. I like that. I really think that that is live. I think he could easily overwhelm and over pressure somebody like OSP, and OSP is not going to know what to do with it, and he's going to get caught with a devastating hook by Ryan Spann. Give me Ryan Spann to beat OSP. I think he's the better all-around fighter. And let's go ahead and jump to the next fight, in which we have Ihor Potieria versus Cesar Almeida. I've seen Ihor. I don't really know. But my pick still stands. I know everybody's going to hate me for this pick, but I got to go Potieria. I think that he's going to beat Cesar Almeida. I'm still not sold on Cesar Almeida. He's got all this hype up, built up with him, but he lost to Kopylov, and now they're giving him Potieria, which I will say is a little bit of a step down, but I still think that this is going to be a tougher fight than people expect. I think Cesar Almeida is a little bit overhyped, and I would love to see him run over Potieria, but I don't see that happening. I think Potieria is a great striker that's a technical fighter, and he's got a devastating, powerful left hand and a left nasty hook that puts people out. He's also been up against the likes of the strongest ranked competitor, Michael Pereira, on the up and coming. He's a great fighter. And then lost to Bellato. He was beating him in the beginning, then got too finish hungry. So I will say that that was a bad loss. And then in the Carlos Olderberg, he's a top-ranked contender that has devastating knockout power. I mean, what much more is there to say? Cesar Almeida, I feel like, isn't like that. Yes, he has that devastating knockout power, but I feel like sometimes he fails to find the shots to use that devastating knockout power to actually be able to get them knocked out. Give me Ihor Potieria. I think that he's going to have the grappling advantage. I think that if he has any trouble on the feet with somebody like Cesar Almeida, he's going to take him down to the ground with ease. and show that Cesar Almeida isn't the greatest in the grappling department. He's a great striker, but when it comes down to the grappling, I don't think he's going to fare very well. Give me Potieria to beat Cesar Almeida, and let's go ahead and look at them on the scales. And we got Potieria first, mean muggin. Looks like a savage. His tattoos are sick. Looking strong, looking healthy. Now let's look at Almeida. Doing the Wakanda, I think. I don't know. Y'all let me know. He looks strong, looks healthy. Staring down, he looks serious. He looks ready for war. And let's go ahead and look at the odds, in which Cesar Almeida is sitting at a negative 410. Potieria is sitting at a plus 310. I like Potieria. I know he's a huge underdog, but I think this fight is gonna be a lot closer than people are expecting. I think the odds are very wide. If I were you guys, I would stick away from the betting on this fight. I'm gonna be completely honest. I would just stick away from the betting. I think that this could end early to Cesar Almeida because he's a powerful striker, but I also think Potieria could take him down if he has any trouble, and I think he could fare decently on the feet with somebody like Cesar Almeida, who is a little bit overhyped. Give me Potieria to beat Cesar Almeida. I like the money line with Potieria, and I like him by decision as well. I really do. I think he could get this done. Almeida is sitting at a negative 265, and Potieria is a plus 500 for the knockouts. I think Potieria could win this via decision. I really do think he could get the better of Almeida in the grappling department, and he could fare well on the feet. People forget he's got a dynamite left hand, and he's been up against great competitors. And let's go ahead and move along to the next fight, in which we have Alexander Hernandez versus Austin Hubbard. And I've been going back and forth with this fight. I really have. And I got to go with Austin Hubbard. And I know a lot of people are going to be mad again. But, dude, Alexander Hernandez is just a inconsistent fighter. And I can't find myself picking such an inconsistent fighter, in which Austin Hubbard went to decision with Kurt Holobaugh. He looked great in that bout. Kurt Holobaugh looked great. He ended up getting submission, but he looked great on the feet against Kurt Holobaugh. My apologies. And then ended up getting caught in the triangle choke. But he looked good on the feet, and he's a durable, tough fighter. I think he's going to be the more tough fighter out of the two. I think Austin Hubbard could break Alexander Hernandez as the rounds go on, and you could find Alexander Hernandez's gas tank starting to slowly decrease and him starting to look slower and more gassed, and Austin Hubbard will start to pick him apart and start looking better, maybe even going for takedowns. I really think that Austin Hubbard is going to be the better fighter. I think Alexander Hernandez is a gimme. He's either really good or really dog shit. He beat Jim Miller, yes, but I mean, Jim Miller's like 40-something years old. He's old. Give me Austin Hubbard, the more reliable fighter, but I think that this is a coin flip. This is another fight I'd probably stay away from for sure. I think that it could really go either way, and let's go ahead and look at them on the scales, in which we have Hernandez first, Alexander Hernandez, looking good, looking jacked. And then we have Austin Hubbard, looking jacked, looking filled out, looking ready for war. I think he's going to be the more tough and durable fighter out of the two. I think that I got to go with the more consistent fighter in Austin Hubbard to beat Alexander Hernandez. Let's look at the fight odds in this. And Alexander Hernandez, again, sitting at a negative 130. Austin Hubbard plus 110. So, like I said, it's a coin flip. It really could go either way. Alexander Hernandez is such a inconsistent fighter, and Austin Hubbard isn't the best fighter, but he's a tough, durable fighter that will go out there and give it his all. He will not give up. And I don't think he'll gas out like somebody like Alexander Hernandez in the later rounds. Give me Austin Hubbard to beat Alexander Hernandez. And let's go ahead and move along to the next bout, in which we have Mariana Rodriguez versus Iasmin Lucindo. And going back and forth, I got to go with Lucindo. I think that she's going to be the quicker fighter out of the two. I know Marina is a great striker. Fundamentally, she's extremely skilled. She mixes up her shots very well to the head and to the body. She's got knockout power. I feel like she's got all right grappling. I feel like her takedown defense isn't really there. She got taken down by Andrade, Janaroba, and Esparza, so her takedown defense really isn't there. I feel like she is kind of a one-dimensional fighter. That's why I'm going with Lucindo. I feel like she's the more well-rounded fighter. She's got great striking with knockout power, snappy leg kicks to go with her great striking. She got clean, crisp combinations. I think she's going to be the better grappler for sure. Like I said, I feel like Mariana is a little bit of a one-dimensional fighter. I think that Lucindo is going to be able to take her down because she has strong takedowns and could ultimately end this early against Mariana. But Mariana is a tough fighter. I will say that. I think, if I'm going to be honest, I got to say Lucindo via decision. But she does have that knockout power, so I wouldn't be surprised if she caught Mariana with a clean left hook or a right hook, a powerful hook of hers, and just buckles Rodriguez and ground and pounds her and finishes it. Give me Lucindo to beat Mariana Rodriguez. And let's go ahead and look at them on the scales, in which we have Lucindo first, looking jacked, looking healthy. She's got that sick neck tattoo, the butterfly. And let's go ahead and look at Mariana Rodriguez. Looking jacked as well, looking healthy, looking a little bit leaner. And she looks good. Let's go ahead and look at the fight odds for these two, in which we have Mariana Rodriguez sitting at plus 149, Lucindo negative 174. And like I said, I see real value in the Lucindo route. I think she's the more well-rounded fighter. I think she's going to be the better grappler. So if she has any trouble on the feet with somebody like Mariana Rodriguez, who is a great striker, she will go to her grappling and will be able to take down Mariana Rodriguez for sure, in my opinion, because Mariana Rodriguez has been taken down by Andrade, like I said. It doesn't have the best grappling. Andrade, who has great grappling, and then Esparza. So I think that Lucindo's definitely going to have the grappling advantage and is going to fare very well in the striking department, even though Mariana Rodriguez is a seasoned great striker. Give me Lucindo to beat Mariana Rodriguez. And as for the overs, there's not much value. Over 1.5 sitting at a negative 700. Over 2.5 sitting at a negative 385. So not much value in either of those. But I do see this going the distance. But like I said, Lucindo's got that knockout power and she could catch Rodriguez. And let's go ahead and jump to the next bout, in which I'm super excited for. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson against Joaquin Buckley. I think this is going to be a banger fight, in which we have a technical fighter in Wonderboy Thompson against the more explosive, quicker fighter in Joaquin Buckley. I think Buckley is going to get the better of Thompson. I got Buckley to beat Thompson, and I feel very confident in this pick. I think Buckley is going to be the quicker fighter. He's got great striking with knockout power. He's got quick, clean combinations. He's great on the inside with his boxing. Not only that, he's got good grappling, which is somewhere I think that Wonderboy struggles in. I think that if Buckley keeps going after that takedown, and yes, Wonderboy Thompson does have great takedown defense, but with Buckley constantly pressuring, constantly going for those takedowns, I think eventually he's going to get that takedown. And once he gets that takedown, Wonderboy Thompson, his get up is horrible. He's not the best at getting up once he's down and on his back. Yes, he has great takedown defense in the sense of getting him down is very, very hard. But once I feel like Buckley gets him down, he's going to be able to maintain control of Wonderboy Thompson, pepper him with shots, land that devastating ground and pound, and could ultimately end this early against somebody like Wonderboy Thompson, who I think is worried about the grappling department against Buckley. I do know Thompson has great striking. He's a great technical fighter that has good counter-punching abilities, but I think he lacks in the grappling department, and I think Buckley's going to take full advantage of that. Give me Buckley to beat Wonder Boy. And let's go ahead and look at them on the scales. Buckley's doing the same thing that Almeida did. Let's go. I think Buckley's ready for war. I think he's going to get the better of Wonder Boy Thompson. I really do. I feel confident in that pick. And look at Wonder Boy. Still looks like a savage. He's still a great, great fighter. So don't sleep on him. But I think Buckley's definitely got this. And let's go ahead and look at the odds between these two. Thompson, Wonder Boy sitting at a plus 185. Buckley sitting at a negative 220. I like Buckley. I like him as a parlay addition. He's a great parlay addition. I really see a lot of value in that. Over 1.5 sitting at a negative 410. I like that. I see a lot of value in that. Over 2.5 sitting at a negative 220. A little bit less of value, but I think that this one's a hard fight to tell because I could see it ending early, but I also could see it going the distance because Thompson is a tough, durable fighter, but Buckley is so explosive and powerful. I think that this could end early. I like the under 2.5, but the over 1.5. I really do. And let's go ahead and move along. Give me Buckley to beat Wonder Boy. Let's move along to the next bout, in which we have Kayla Harrison versus Ketlen Vieira. And I'm sticking with the same chick I picked before in Kayla Harrison. Ketlen Vieira is a dangerous fighter, don't get me wrong. She is dangerous, but I think Kayla Harrison, they both have that smother, heavy pressure style. They both like to walk down their opponents. I think Kayla Harrison is going to be the stronger out of the two, the more dangerous striker as well. She's got the more powerful hands. She's a well-versed grappler as well. Strong takedowns. And if she gets you down, she will maintain control of you on the ground. She will not let you up. She ran through Holly Holm in her UFC debut. I think that this is going to be a lot tougher of a fight than the lines are suggesting. I don't think that she should be a negative 1,100 favorite. I'm not saying that she's not going to win, but I just think that it's going to be a lot closer of a fight than people are expecting. Ketlen Vieira is a great striker with a nasty left hook. Maintains distance really well. She's a very good grappler to go along with Kayla Harrison. Both very good in the grappling department. She's got strong jiu-jitsu. Kayla Harrison has strong judo. So it's going to be very interesting to see them mixing it up in the grappling department. I think Ketlen Vieira is going to be more dangerous in her submissions. But I think overall I got to go with Kayla Harrison. But I do think that the lines are crazy. And let's go ahead and look at them on the scales, in which we have Kayla Harrison first, looking jacked as always, looking healthy. She looks good. And let's look at Ketlen Vieira. She looks happy. She looks healthy. She looks great. I really think that this is going to be a brawl between these two. I think this is going to be a great fight on this card. And let's go ahead and look at the odds between these two, in which we have Kayla Harrison on here sitting at a negative 1,400. Ketlen Vieira sitting at a plus 800. Now, if I'm looking at this, I'm not touching Kayla Harrison at all. Like, if I'm going to be completely honest, I do think that she is going to win, but I think that these lines are completely insane. If I'm betting on this, I'm betting on Ketlen Vieira, even though I think Kayla Harrison's going to win. The odds are just ridiculous. I could see Ketlen Vieira catching Kayla Harrison. She's got great striking, has phenomenal hands, has heavy hands, so she can knock Kayla Harrison out, and she's got great grappling. These are both great competitive fighters, and I think the line should definitely show that a lot more. And with the over and under, I could see this going either way. I do like the over 1.5. I do think that this ultimately does go to decision. I think that they're both, like I said, strong competitive fighters. Ketlen Vieira, again, is one of the top-ranked fighters. I think that this is going to be a tough fight between these two. A lot closer than I said. Give me Kayla Harrison to beat Ketlen Vieira, but I would not add her into a parlay. I would not moneyline Kayla Harrison. I'm going to be completely honest. I would not touch this fight. Just the odds are way too wide. And let's go ahead and look at the next fight, in which we have Roman Dolidze versus Kevin Holland. And I got to stick with my boy Kevin Holland, man. I think Kevin Holland is going to be the better, more technical fighter out of the two. I think that Roman Dolidze is a little bit chaotic at time and does thrive in a brawl. I do worry about Kevin Holland wanting to brawl against him and getting caught on the feet, like how he did against Dolidze. He did get caught, but ultimately subbed him. Roman Dolidze does have power and could catch Kevin Holland, but I think that Kevin Holland is going to be able to maintain distance. I think that's going to be his key to win this. He maintains distance really well, so he stays from the outside, kicks, throws his punches from the outside, enters and exits the pocket really quickly like he normally does, not allowing Roman Dolidze to catch him at all. He's got fast, low, and high kicks. He's got to use those to tear up at Dolidze's low calf to kind of get rid of that power or lessen his power. And like I said, he's got dangerous submissions. He did submit Dolidze after Dolidze knocked him down. Dolidze is a powerful power striker, but he does get a little bit chaotic and throws looping shots. I think Kevin Holland is going to be the more technical fighter. Outstrike him, overwhelm him, keep his distance, and just outpoint him, to be completely honest. Give me Kevin Holland to beat Roman Dolidze, and let's look at them on the scales. Kevin Holland looking great on the scales, looking happy, looking healthy, looking jacked, throwing up the 1. And let's look at Roman Dolidze. Roman Dolidze is looking jacked, looking healthy. He's looking ready for war against Kevin Holland. I do worry about the power side of things, but I think the more technical fighter is going to shine here. Let's look at the odds in this fight, in which we have... Where are the odds? I don't see the odds here. Oh, there we go. Roman Dolidze at a plus 137. Kevin Holland, negative 157. I like Kevin Holland. I see him as live. I think that this does go over. Like I said, I think Kevin Holland is not a chinny person. Yes, he did get dropped by Dolidze, like I said, but I think that it's going to be hard for Roman Dolidze to find that power shot because, like I said, he's chaotic. He kind of struggles to put himself in positions to use that power to his best abilities. So give me Kevin Holland, the more technical fighter, to outstrike and outshine him. Let's look at Kevin Holland via decision. Is sitting at a plus 165, plus 180. I like that. I think Kevin Holland gets the better of him, outstrikes him, outpoints him, and overwhelms Roman Dolidze. Give me Kevin Holland to beat Roman Dolidze. And let's go ahead and move along to the next bout, in which I'm hyped for. We have Jose Aldo, the OG, the veteran, coming back against another prospect in Mario Bautista, in which he is a underdog. Again, like I said previously, I have no idea how he is a underdog. I got Jose Aldo to beat Mario Bautista. A lot of people are thinking that Mario Bautista is going to grapple Jose Aldo and just take him to the ground. I think Jose Aldo is going to be able to fare well in the grappling department, fending off the takedown of Mario Bautista. He has good takedown defense. Not only that, he has great striking to protect him. I think he's going to fare well in keeping Mario Bautista at range, striking him, not letting him get too close, as well as his clean combinations are going to stop Mario Bautista. He's looked speedy against Jonathan Martinez. I think that he's still going to have the speed advantage against Mario Bautista. I don't think anything's changed. He showed us that he's still a top-level fighter, an elite fighter with great striking, great takedown defense. I think that he's going to shine against the likes of Mario Bautista. I think Mario Bautista's key to winning this is to grapple fuck Jose Aldo, to be completely honest. Take him down, smother him, not let him get up. But I think Jose Aldo is going to be the better striker for sure. I think he's going to have the striking advantage. Give me Jose Aldo to beat beat Mario Bautista in a brawl. And let's look at them on the scales, in which we have Mario Bautista first, looking jacked, looking healthy. He's looking serious, man, but I think that he's going to get beat by Jose Aldo. Jose Aldo throwing up the... Let's go. Give me the OG vet to beat the up-and-coming prospect. And let's look at the odds, in which Jose Aldo is a plus 128. Mario Bautista sitting at a negative 148. I see a lot of value in Jose Aldo. A lot of people are forgetting that he looked great in his last bout against Jonathan Martinez, which Jonathan Martinez is good grappler as well. I get Mario Bautista might have better grappling, but dude, I think Jose Aldo is still going to be able to fare well against him, be able to catch him at moments, and it's going to look like the better fighter overall. Give me Jose Aldo. Mario Bautista is going to lose. And I like the over for sure on this fight. But there's not much value in the over 1.5, negative 650. No value in that at all. Over 2.5 sitting at a negative 360. I like Jose Aldo. I really do. And let's go ahead and look at the next fight, in which is the co-main event. We have Raquel Pennington versus Julianna Peña. And listen, I've been going back and forth. Raquel got absolutely bodied in the press conference. And I'm still going with Pennington to beat Julianna Peña. I think she's going to be the more dangerous fighter. Julianna Peña, again, hasn't fought in 2 years. Yes, she could come out and look great. But I just don't see it happening. I think Raquel Pennington, time and time again, has showed that she can fight. Has gone up against Bueno Silva, beat the crap out of her. Ketlen Vieira beat her. She's been up against the top ranked contenders. I think she's going to overwork Julianna Peña, meaning she's going to put on a pace that Julianna Peña is not going to be able to handle. Julianna Peña is going to tire out eventually. Yes, Julianna Peña is going to be a submission threat early, but I think as the fight goes on, you're going to see Raquel Pennington just outstriking, overwhelming her, and outworking her throughout the entire fight. I think that she's going to be better on the feet and in the grappling department, getting some takedowns against Julianna Peña. I think that she is a great fighter, that is a bully-heavy fighter. I think Julianna Peña is going to be dangerous, like I said, in the submissions. Yes, she's a decent striker that has good, clean combinations and a quick, stiff jab, but I think Raquel Pennington is going to have the striking advantage, and I think she's going to have the grappling advantage. I think Julianna Peña is only going to be dangerous in the submissions. Give me Raquel Pennington to beat Julianna Peña. And let's look at them on the scales, in which we have Julianna Peña smiling. She looks jacked. I'm going to be honest. She looks jacked. She still looks like she's been working out. She looks healthy. And let's look at Raquel Pennington, in which she's showing off. She's jacked. She's ready for war. She's always been one to brawl it out and leave it all on the line. She is a bully type of fighter. I think that she's going to beat Julianna Peña. She is one of my more confident picks on this card. And let's look at the odds on this bout, in which we have Raquel Pennington, negative 170. Julianna Peña, plus 145. I like Raquel Pennington. I like her as a parlay addition, as well as money line. I really think that she's going to outwork and put on a pace to beat Julianna Peña. And Julianna Peña, in the later rounds, is going to start tiring out, start gassing out, and you're going to see Raquel just overtake her, and you're going to see a noticeable striking advantage come the later rounds, I believe. Give me Raquel Pennington to beat Julianna Peña. And the overs, not much value, negative 1,200, negative 550, negative over 3.5. I do see a lot of value in the negative 375. I like that. Over 4.5, negative 275. I like the over 3.5. I see a lot of value in the negative 375. I do think this fight goes to decision between these two.
And let's go ahead and jump to the main event of the evening. And if you guys haven't, don't forget to like and subscribe. And let's jump to the main event, in which we have Alex Pereira versus Kayla Rountree Jr. And I'm sticking with my boy Alex Pereira. I've been hearing a lot of people have been thinking about going with Kayla Rountree because he is a dangerous fighter and has beat a lot of kickboxers. Who has beat more kickboxers than Alex Pereira? He's beat so many kickboxers. Give me Alex Pereira to beat Kayla Rountree. Alex is going to be the more dangerous fighter on the feet for sure. Yes, Kayla has that one-punch knockout power along with Pereira, but he sucks at using his footwork to put him in positions to use it, just like other fighters. His power is there, but his IQ isn't there, and his footwork isn't there to put him in positions to use that power to his best ability. I mean, for the people that are looking at the Rountree side, he took 3 rounds against the likes of Anthony Smith. 3 rounds to finally get the knockout. If you put Anthony Smith in there against Alex Pereira, he's going to get him out of there way faster than that. And I get the MMA math doesn't work like that. Either way, I think Alex Pereira is going to knock out Kayla Rountree Jr. I think that Kayla Rountree could end up circling off like he tends to do, and Poatan could hit him with that high kick that he did with Yuri Prochazka, or he could find those inside hooks to land against somebody like Kayla Rountree Jr. who likes to clinch and could land that devastating shot to knock out Kayla Rountree Jr. Give me Alex Pereira to knock out Kayla. And let's look at them on the scales, in which we have Kayla Rountree Jr. first, looking jacked, looking healthy. He's always looking absolutely yoked ever since he's been in the UFC. And let's look at Alex Pereira, looking jacked, looking lean, looking healthy. I think he gets it done here. And let's look at the odds. The odds sitting at a negative 443 for Alex Pereira. Kayla Rountree sitting at a plus 343. And I like Alex Pereira for a lock. He's actually my lock of the week. I think that he gets it done. I like him for a parlay edition is what I meant to say. I think that he for sure gets it done against Kayla Rountree. I get that Kayla has that power, but like I said, sucks at using it. Sucks at putting himself in positions to use it at the best of his abilities. And something I do want to mention, I'm going to throw this in as my as another lock of the week. If you guys haven't, take this under 2.5. Negative 225 for under 2.5 in a bout where Alex Pereira and Kayla Rountree agreed to stand up and strike. These two are both devastating strikers. Somebody's going to get put out. No matter which side it is, I really feel that this is the most confident pick of this entire card, sitting at a under 2.5, negative 225. I feel like you're getting insane value, and I just wanted to point that out as one of the most confident picks on this card that I have. I really do think that these two are definitely going to go under 2.5 with the striking abilities of them both. That being said, give me Alex Pereira to knock out Kayla Rountree Jr. via head kick. I think he gets it done when Kayla Rountree goes to circle out. He catches him with that head kick. And if you guys haven't, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!